Marguerite Duras' novella The Square, 1955, unfolds within the confines of a public park, centering on the interactions between an unnamed young woman and man. Both impoverished and teetering on the brink of despair, their dialogue becomes the focal point of the narrative, devoid of explicit narration or character backgrounds. Instead, the exchange delves into the existential despair and futility that permeate not only their lives, but also the human condition at large. Set in a quaint Parisian garden, the story revolves around a 20-year-old maid responsible for caring for a boy named Jacques and his senile grandmother. Jacques remains a peripheral presence, intermittently surfacing to voice his basic needs while the older salesman, leading a nomadic existence peddling wares from town to town, engages in conversation with the young woman. As the trio observes Jacques frolicking, the salesman's discourse unveils a resigned acceptance of his transient lifestyle, devoid of permanence yet devoid of aspirations for change. In contrast, the maid harbors a deep dissatisfaction with her circumstances, resenting the servitude that confines her to the kitchen and subjects her to the menial tasks of caring for the elderly matriarch. Her lack of formal education and stagnant social status further compound her discontent. Through the juxtaposition of these contrasting perspectives, Duras exposes the bleakness of human existence, wherein one character resigns to the status quo while the other rebels against it, both trapped in the suffocating grip of societal expectations and personal limitations. Consequently, the circumstances of her life have stripped the young woman of her identity, a tragedy she keenly recognizes. Yet, unlike the man, she clings to a glimmer of hope. She yearns for a future where she finds a man who will whisk her away from her toil and marry her. Each Saturday, she ventures to singles dances at Croix-Nivert, longing to encounter her Prince Charming. Though she acknowledges he has yet to materialize, she remains steadfast in her belief that one day he will. To her, the discontent and struggles she currently faces are fleeting. She refuses to resign herself to the despondency that consumes the man. Their exchanges maintain a veneer of formality, addressing each other as Monsieur and Mademoiselle with the use of vous. However, an undercurrent of romantic or sexual tension simmers between them. Their conversation halts when Jacques, eager to depart, implores the young woman to leave. She invites the man to join her at Croix-Nivert on Saturday, to which he offers a non-committal response. Unsatisfied, she desires a definitive answer, yet such a decision would require the man to relinquish the grip of resignation that shackles him, a feat beyond his capability. The story concludes, or rather, remains unresolved, leaving the fate of the protagonists open to interpretation. Their encounter in the park could be a chance meeting between strangers or the prelude to a fairy tale romance. Perhaps the man attends the dance, sweeps her off her feet, and they embark on a journey of love and matrimony. Both outcomes are equally plausible, as reflected in the man's ambiguous reply, perhaps. In 1957, Duras transformed The Square into a stage play, preserving the narrative's essence through the dialogue between the woman and man. While the bulk of the dialogue mirrors that of the original text, stage directions distinguish the theatrical adaptation. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.